5-HTP it's got kind of a fancy word, but it's 5-hydroxytryptophan proteins. It's amino acids, basically. And this type of nutrient is fabulous for helping to relax people. And so if you have these things that are too tightened up and they need to relax their bodies, how does relaxing help most of you? What does it help you with? Moods? Does it help you with weight? Does it help you with energy, sleeping? What can relaxing help you with? What if you had a big test tomorrow and you were able to relax? You actually will perform better if you relax. Tryptophan was taken off the market years ago, and it's just a protein. It's just an amino acid, and it was taken off the market because some tainted batch of it over from Japan, and it came over here, caused an FDA uprising, and got taken off the market. Today they're having to do this hydroxytryptophan in order to bring back in a tryptophan as a food supplement and help people to still help with their rest and relaxation and things like that. We've also combined that tryptophan with something known as adaptogenic herbs. An adaptogen plant means it's a plant that is, through nature, been able to adapt. If we plant a plant or have a seed in a drought and it makes it after the earth's been flooded with water, that plant reestablishes itself, that's pretty impressive if the ground's been underwater. When you make it through a heavy freeze, when you make it through a drought where the seasons have been dry for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and this plant keeps surfing itself up, there are certain types of plants, not very many of them, that are called adaptogenic herbs. Siberian ginseng is one of those. And as you know, ginseng, you cannot harvest the ginseng root every single year. There's a period of years that it takes to harvest that herb, that root. And so these plants have a capability of storing energy and storing information. Adaptogenic herbs help us to adapt if we take them. Some of the other adaptogenic herbs would be suma, ginkgo, gotu kola, ginseng. And so when we put these relaxing herbs together, Nature Sunshine also, in addition, puts some of these adaptogenic qualities in there so that whatever your situation is, that you can adapt. Maybe because of your job, maybe because of family, maybe because of finances, whatever the reasons are that are causing people to have all these stresses in their life, these adaptogenic herbs do wonderful things. Astragalus, ashwagandha, those are herbs that have that they put in this 5-HTP. What it does is it supports the nervous system by promoting the production of serotonin. And all of you know serotonin is that happy chemical that we're supposed to have. And so when you find people that are always smiley and always happy, they have their fair share of serotonin. We all wish we had that, huh? So that's basically what 5-HTP does. And so one bottle like that contains 60 capsules, and a bottle like this is about $25 retail, and that's what we sell it for in a retail store. Those of you who are able to buy these wholesale are fortunate. But that's a great thing. I have people come in my store every day and say, we need a bottle of the happy pills. And we know right where to take them. In fact, we have three that they're calling the happy pills. We have St. John's wort, 5-HTP, and GABA. GABA is another product that supports nerve metabolism, supports the brain, and it basically specializes for this nervous system. And GABA is another very, very important nutrient that helps the nervous system. You shouldn't, that's right. And kava, too, you shouldn't drive. We have people that get a little too relaxed behind the wheel if they're taking this kava. I don't know how many of you have ever tried kava? It's famous down in the Samoan Islands and down in the area of Hawaii and down there in the islands. And I tell you what, I have some friends and they brew up some teas of kava, and you drink a little glass of that tea, and I'll tell you what, your nervous system gets relaxed very quickly. We did an experiment one time. We took people that drank the tea, we put some kava in a big bowl and brewed it up like a tea and had people drink it. We had some people take the capsules, and we had other people chew the bare root. So we were doing a little experiment with 3 groups of people. We wanted to see how long it took them to get the effects of the kava kava by 3 methods of administration. And it was really interesting to see that the folks that drank the tea are the ones that got into the giggly, laughter, kind of silly, and then started really relaxing. You know, really, I mean, we had a huge auditorium. We had certain people that did the tea, and they all had been told, when we asked for the tea people to come up, come and get your glass of tea. When we asked for the people that want to chew it, come and get your little twig. And when we asked the people to come, and so they were all sitting in different areas. They weren't just nice and sectioned off. And it was just incredible how the demonstration was to show how taking the same plant in different methods could give an effect sooner or later. And that's exactly what happened. The folks that took a capsule took about 40 minutes to start getting the same response that the people that, so we had the giggly thing going on, and then they all got sleepy and tired in one group, and then the ones that chewed the root got the second little iteration of that, and the ones that took the capsule, eventually, they didn't know what was so funny, and eventually they started feeling a little bit relaxed. So it was pretty interesting. I thought that was fun. There's lots of good books out here right now about herbs and about things that help you. I don't know if any of you have ever seen this book called The Herbal Tonic Therapy by Daniel Morey. He's right here in this valley. And one of the things we've learned about tonics in general, tonic herbs, is that tonic herbs are that, we said a minute ago, adaptogenic herbs helped us adapt. But what tonic herbs do is they have the chemicals to stimulate energy and to relax your body at the same time. And when you drink them or take them in a capsule, they sense your body's stresses first. They look for the signal in your body, they find out what you need, and whichever one is in demand gets activated. The other one gets left alone. And that's almost a miracle, to know that that a plant can sense what you need. And there's only about 200 tonics on the planet. Out of the thousands and thousands of plants that there are, according to Dr. Morey here, there's only a handful of tonic plants. Now, Nature Sunshine makes some digestive tonics. We have certain types of tonics, and so our chemists do the same thing. We put together certain plants that have that capability of activating the system or relieving the body system by taking a extract or a capsule that can help that way. The Chinese were famous for doing that. We have ones like this one right here called Mood Elevator. What happens into your mood if you're all depressed if you have certain plants that can detect that you're down and need to be energized? They're going to stimulate you. They're going to stimulate your immune system, your nervous system, perhaps your respiratory rate so that you'll take in more oxygen, you'll feel better. At the same time, what if you've been working a day shift, a night shift, you got a wife yelling at you, the dogs didn't get fed, you got church responsibilities, civic responsibilities, and you're supposed to be up the next morning at 4:30. Okay? These types of combinations can actually help you to relax. They can help you conserve the energy that you need despite the demands that you're going under. And so those are fabulous combinations that fall into the categories of tonic potentials. They have the tonic herbs in them. And so